Your voice, your station.
So, you want to hear school students talk about their travel experiences, learnings, escapades, episodes, knowledge, incidents from all the corners of the globe? Terra Talk, platform from where young voices reach out to the world. Brought to you by EdTerra Adventures.
Yo, yo, yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hello, welcome back to Terra Talk. This time with students from HIX's Gurgaon. This is Ananya Reddy, student of Heritage International Experiential School, Gurgaon. I am in the beautiful city of Jaipur, India. In this edition of Terra Talk, I'm going to talk about block printing, a heritage worth preserving. Please welcome our guests.
Hi, I'm Shivansh Gupta.
I'm Sharav Roy.
I'm Arushi Chatterjee. And I'm Simran Oberoi.
Terra Talk, platform from where young voices reach out to the world.
Hello everyone. Shivansh, would you like to tell me more about the process of block printing?
Yep, I would love to. So, block printing is an artistic technique that dates back to the 17th century, from the clothes sold in the parts of Jaigarh to the quilts in the market of Savai Jai Singh's city of Jaipur. And it's certainly made a mark on modern day Rajasthani fashion. Firstly, you need to be careful by using acrylic fabric paint, since that only works on the type of cloth you're using. Then you also need to use wooden blocks that imprint color on the fabric with different unique patterns and different styles and sizes, etc. And also to be able to use the paint, you need to put it on a massive stamp block. And the thing that you need to use, the kind of cloth, is a cotton cloth to actually make the paint visible.
But I mean, it wasn't that simple. There were a lot of things to keep in mind. We had to ensure that all the colors were kept separate, etc. A big deal considering like 20 of us were working at the same time. After every use, the blocks had to be wiped of color to make sure that your pattern actually came out how you wanted. Most important, I think, was to make sure that you press the block gently into the stamp ink, but very firmly onto the actual cloth you were decorating. Because otherwise the color would just bleed onto the cloth because of the extra ink.
Sounds really interesting, guys. What kind of stuff can you create using these blocks?
There was a huge variety of patterns available at the workshop, and this ranged from animals, Om and Ganesh designs to traditional Rajasthani mandala art, which I noticed was mostly based on nature themes such as leaves and flowers. And I think the historical culture of Jaipur really shone through in the Mughal border designs especially. The patterns were carved out by hand on blocks of wood by the artisans who helped us every step of the way in printing. I was completely blown away by their experience and skill, especially by the intricate 3D designs that they managed to make.
Whoa! Where did you guys go for all of this? Must have been amazing to accommodate so much.
Yeah, we went to a place literally named Blue Pottery Factory in a village just outside of Jaipur called Sanganer. I found it really cool, like an actual artistic space with supplies strewn all around. Not that they were messy, but the area was cleanly divided into zones for pottery and block printing.
Being an art student, my experience in this small, secluded artisan village was nothing short of amazing. In the workshop, we were surrounded by shelves of their pottery and textiles, and I think the highlight of my experience for me was the artisans who taught us their own techniques to make our work the best possible.
This was a very new experience for me, and since I'm not particularly artistic, I got to learn a lot. For example, the different techniques of block printing that Shivansh and Simran talked about.
So my experience went really well. You see, while it was in a discreet location, what touched me the most was the amount of beauty that can be created in even the most secluded and alienated places in Jaipur, and how the place consisted of multiple unique sample quilts that only motivated us more to create more designs.
That's cool. Would you like to talk about the pieces you created? Walk us through your thought process and ideas.
The textiles on the shelves were a huge piece of inspiration for me, and I also tried to replicate the Rajasthani designs that I had seen before. So because of these this information that I had from beforehand, I tried to use a lot of Mughal mandala and leaf designs in my work.
As for me, I went with a simple design. I used mandala leaf block and dipped it in green paint to stamp 4 leaves in the center. Then I used a circular Rajasthani flower design block in blue color and printed it onto the 4 corners of the square cloth. And that was it.
I actually liked my art this time. I followed a rangoli pattern almost like Arushi's, with leaves on the corners and red geometric borders. In the center, I had like a circle and mandala art spreading out to the sides. Basic color schemes, but I'm proud of it.
The pattern I created was a lot more religious and traditional to Rajasthani elements, which consisted of Rajasthani designs as the border and printings of Lord Ganesh and Om symbols for the main attraction. While the symbols and blocks were all the same, we could create unique, distinct designs by simply manipulating the patterns and color with our own ingenuity.
Arishi, could you explain to our viewers how to DIY block printing at home? Any specific tips for them?
To get started, I would recommend using cotton cloth pieces and practicing a few times before experimenting with complicated designs or mixing colors. Also, thinking it through is a key. I've realized that rushing it won't produce the best results. Lastly, I suggest that you don't overdo it. Remember, less is more.
Well, that's all the time we have today. I want to thank everyone for tuning in today. I would also like to thank all of the podcasters here today for taking out time from your busy schedules. Thanking HIAxis, our teachers, and EdTerra for giving us this opportunity to learn block printing and share it with all of you. Guys, this is a must-do in Jaipur. Thank you all.
Like what you're listening? Stay tuned for a new podcast on classroomworld.com.
Terra Talk, the #1 station.